The turn of the game Viking's Glory consists of several phases. The first phase is to reveal 3 new expeditions which are available for our clans to be explored or passed or conquer or whatever. Then we draw 4 cards from the drawing deck, like this time. Then the first player takes an event card which changes every turn slightly. So this turn we have a good year, and the ship and weapons and map cost 1 gold less. The next phase is the worker placement phase. So we all the players place their workers. So I put, for example, here we have 2 workers. The 5th phase is the sabotage. So if someone put a worker on the sabotage, it is played, but the sabotage is usually played only at the end of the game, because it's about to equilibrium the players somehow. The next phase is called a blue phase, where all the blue actions and blue cards are played. So let's say I am the first player. So first I will play here the blue cards. I have the night preparation, which allows me to draw 2 new cards. So I take 2 new cards, but because I played over the night, so I have 1 glory less. Then not just cards are played, but also events here are played. So I decided to grow a kit. So I take 1 kit here, and it costs something. So I have to pay for that by 2 golds to grow up a kit. And then I can take it home, and then I went for the training ground, which allows me to draw 1 new card here. So that's the blue turn. Now all the players play the blue actions, etc. And the next phase is the green phase, where the auctioning happen, and everybody wants to choose the best expedition for him. So it is done in the way that, so let's say I am the first player and I want to go to this expedition, conquer the enemy clan, because I have weapons, so I can allow that. So I put my marker here that I will auction it for 1 gold. But then the next player has the turn, and now he has options. He can choose something else, or he can pass me here and say that he will pay 2. Then I am discarded from this marking, and when I will have again the turn, I can put my marker again. So I can again choose another one, or I can go fishing, which doesn't bring me much, or I can pass him again here. So I do it, for example, and I remain here. I have to pay 3 golds to choose this expedition from the king. And then this is the most funny part of the game, because usually the expeditions are much more complicated, not like in the first turn. So for example, here somewhere later appear the expedition Conquer Scotland, which needs a map and weapons and a ship. All these three equipment which are available in the game, and it's usually not possible that one player have it. So then the players starts to cooperate and try to join the expedition together to satisfy these conditions. So it's about to handle who would go with him, who would go in who, and how we will divide the gain which we bring after from the expedition. But this is not in the first turn. It can come usually some in a later part of the game. So now we finish the green phase. Now we can proceed to the other phase where we go for the expedition. So I choose and I auction the conquer enemy clan. So I go for this expedition. I have the weapons, so I can choose that I have weapons. I have to pay 3 golds for auctioning this expedition. So I pay these 3 golds. So I can go to this expedition now. And this expedition gain me when I return 4. And this means I can choose either I got the money from it or I got the glory. So if I take the glory from the expedition, I just go forward with the glory here. If I choose money, then I can develop my clan somehow. So I have 4 gold. So what could I buy here? Because I have a good year, I decide to buy a map because map costs 5 golds, and this has 1 discount, and I have exactly 4 gold. So I take a map, for example, and this brings me possibilities to go for other expeditions later on. Now it's the next phase where we get the glory for the kits. So I have 1 kit at the moment, and each turn for every kit which I have, I got 1 more glory here. And finally I discard all the cards, they are not anymore, and I reshuffle the deck and put it below my drawing deck, and that's the end of the turn. And this game has exactly 7 turns, and after the 7 turns, the player who has the biggest glory will be the winner.